Hi everyone, it's Gerry Dulac along with Ray Fittipaldo at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And Ray, the Steelers took care of their end of the bargain. They beat the Ravens 17-10. That's the fourth year in a row they've won in Baltimore, 5 times in the last 6 years. Now they have to wait and see if the Miami Dolphins can beat the Buffalo Bills or the Tennessee Titans can beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. If that happens on Sunday, the Steelers are in the postseason.
Yeah, Jerry, it didn't look good after they lost 3 consecutive games. You know, they lost to the Arizona Cardinals, the Patriots, and then the Indianapolis Colts. But they did rip off 3 wins in a row to get into this position, and I think a lot of Steelers fans will be tuned into that television tomorrow.
Yeah, there was a lot of noise and joy in that locker room. Najee Harris said after the game that even Isaac Seumalo managed to smile in the locker room. Najee Harris was a workhorse. Ray, they put the team on his shoulders. He rushed for 112 yards, 26 carries, and men on a field goal drive. He touched the ball on 7 consecutive plays. Mike Tomlin said after the game, that's why we went to Tuscaloosa to get him. And man, he was the workhorse today.
These are the types of games for Najee Harris. If you notice today, Jaylen Warren was not as effective. He fumbled twice. He lost one. So they really needed Najee Harris to step up, and he did. And you got to feel good about the Steelers' running game, Jerry, if they do get into the playoffs. It's been a catalyst here late in the season.
Game's tied at halftime, 7-7. It looks like it's just going to come down to a field goal. The big play on the first play of the fourth quarter, a 71-yard touchdown to a catch-and-run touchdown to Diontae Johnson, a perfect throw from Mason Rudolph. He runs the last 50 yards to the end zone. That made it 14-7, and that you could just feel the game change. They needed some type of play. That was it, and the whole game changed right there.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph, 18 for 20, Jerry. Third consecutive start, third consecutive game that he's had a 112 or better QB rating. The Steelers just didn't have that all season with Kenny Pickett and Mr. Trubisky. If the Steelers do get into the playoffs, we'll go back to Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, the only downer today, T.J. Watt injured his knee in the third quarter. He did not return. The prognosis is he will have an MRI tomorrow in Pittsburgh. Until then, they will not know the extent of his injury, regardless of what it is. If they get into postseason, I would imagine it would be hard for him to come back 1 week later, but they won't know until he has that MRI. He's the team MVP, Ray. I don't need to tell you how big that loss would be.
Huge loss, but listen, rookie Nick Herbig has 3 sacks this season, 2 forced fumbles, including a big one last week in Seattle. Marcus Golden quietly had 4 sacks this season. So it's not going to be the same if Watt cannot play, but at least those guys are on the upswing and playing well. Yeah,
a couple other guys with big games, lesser-known guys. Eric Rowe, again, another big game, the safety that they signed off the street a month ago. And the punt return to Calvin Austin III had several big returns that gave them good field position. But it was Najee Harris, Mason Rudolph, Diontae Johnson. Again, the Steelers wait till tomorrow to find if they are in the postseason, but they took care of business 17-10 over the Ravens today here in Baltimore. For Ray Fittipaldo, I'm Gerry Dulac. You're watching Post-Gazette.com.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit Post-Gazette.com.